Today we're going to talk about frequency tables and histograms. So a frequency table shows how often an item, number, or range of numbers occurs. When using a range of numbers, the data is separated into equal intervals. Frequency tables can be used to make histograms. So how to make a frequency table? Use categories. So Kaylee asked her classmates about their favorite types of music. The results are shown in the chart provided. Make a frequency table of the data, then answer the questions below. Draw a table, label 3 columns, tally, frequency, and cumulative frequency. So we're going to label this first one tally. Second one we're going to label frequency. And this one we're going to label cumulative frequency. And so now we're going to go through and we're going to count. We're going to tally for all of our different letters. So the first one we have is a P. So we're going to tally for the P and then cross off the P. And then we have F. And I cross them off as I go so I can make sure I keep track of which ones I have and have not done. So now the frequency is just totaling your tallies. So this gave us 5, 2, 3, 8, and 7. And then cumulative frequency is just adding all our frequencies up as we've gone. So for the first one, we only have 5 so far. And then the second one, we're going to do the 5 from above plus the 2 from this current frequency to get 7. And then to get the next one, we're going to do the 7 from above plus our current 3, which gives us 10. And then we're going to do the 10 from above plus the current 8 to give us 18. And then the 18 from above plus the current 7 to give us 25. So what is the most popular type of music? Well, the one that appears the most would be our top 40. And then what is the least popular type of music? That'd be the one that appears the least, which would be jazz. And then how many students were polled? Well, right here it tells us our cumulative frequency ended at 25, so we had 25 students polled. Using intervals of numbers. So the winning Super Bowl scores from 1983 to 2002 are listed in the table. Make a frequency table of the data. So again, we're going to have our tally, our frequency, and then our cumulative frequency. And so we're going to go through, so we have a 20, so we're going to put a tally in 20 to 28, and then 31 is going to go from 29 to 37. 30 goes to the same place, 55, 46, 34, 35, 52, 20, 38, 23, 27, 37, 42, 38, 34, 49, 20, 39, and 27. So now we have 6, 6, 5, and 3. So cumulative frequency, we have 6, and then 6, and then we have the 6 here, plus the 6 here, gives us 12. And then 12 plus 5 gives us 17. And 17 plus 3 gives us 20. So complete the table by filling in the blanks, then answer the following question. The frequency table shows the record high temperatures reported by each state of the United States. How many states have reported temperatures above 111 degrees Fahrenheit? So this is the question we need to answer at the end. And we're just going to fill in our frequency table. So it says 5 tallies, so we're going to put a 5 right here. We had a frequency of 12, so we need 12 tallies over here. And then this had 5, 10, 15, 16 tallies. So then we need 14 tallies for the next one. And then 2 tallies, and then 1 tally. These all have a range of 5 over here. So the next range is going to be 118, and then plus 5 is 123. And then this range on the bottom is going to be 130, plus 5 is 135. And then we do our cumulative frequency, 5, and then 5 plus 12 is 17. 17 plus 16 is 33. 33 plus 14 gives us 47. 47 plus 2 gives us 49. And then 49 plus 1 gives us 50. And so how many states have reported temperatures above 111 degrees? So that's going to be all of these ranges over here. And so we're just going to total this. And so 16 plus 14 is 30, plus 3 would be 33 states. A histogram is a special kind of bar graph that uses bars to represent the frequency of numerical data that have been organized in intervals. So it's important to note that you need numerical data when you're making a histogram. So there are two main differences between a bar graph and a histogram. So the appearance is that in a bar graph, your bars don't touch. And in a histogram, your bars do touch. And then you have the x-axis. The difference between those is that in a bar graph, your x-axis represents categories, and in a histogram, your x-axis represents your intervals. So now how to make a histogram. Example, use the data, this should say data, from example 2, the Super Bowl scores, to create a histogram. So step 1, draw and label the axes. So our x-axis is going to be where our intervals go, which is our scores. And so the first interval is 20 to 28. And then we have 29 to 37. And then 38 to 46. And then 47 to 55. And then our y-axis is our frequency. And so the highest frequency we have is 6, so we need to make sure we go up to 6. I'm just going to count by 2s because it's easy. And now we just fill in bars. So the first one from 20 to 28, we have 6. And then 29 to 37, we also have 6. And then 38 to 46, we have 5. And then 47 to 55, we have 3. And that's your histogram. So example, I should also say data. I don't know why it says data in these. Use the data from example 3, temperatures, to create a histogram. So again, we're going to label our axes. So the x-axis is going to be our temperatures, and the y-axis is going to be our frequencies. And so I'm going to label all my intervals down here. So the first interval is 100 to 105. And then 106 to 111, 112 to 117, 118 to 123, 124 to 129, and then 130 to 135. And then our highest frequency is 16, so I'm going to count by 4s. And so for 100 to 105, we had 5. So we're going to go up to approximately 5. And then 106 to 111, we have 12. Then 112 to 117, we had 16. And then for 118 to 123, we have 14. And then for 124 to 129, we have 2. And then for 130 to 135, we have 1. And so now you have your histogram.